A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing people out there. Welcome back. Now, while doing this channeling, I am picking up the energies of many angry divine feminines, and I can feel a lot of body aches they are going through. Some of them are going through a lot of headaches, especially on the left side of their head. A lot of them have shoulder pains. A lot of them have shoulder pains is coming out as very prominent, just below the nape, mostly on the right side. Most of their pains is on the right side. I also come across energies of feminines who have a lot of pain when they get their monthly cycles. Extreme pain. They cannot even get up, they cannot even move, they cannot even walk, and sometimes they're just sitting with a hot water bag, and some of them take a lot of pills to subside the pain. So a lot of them are going through a lot of pain because there is a lot of resistance, there's a lot of things that they're holding on to, a lot of anger that they're holding on to. So I do pick on all of these energies too when I'm doing the channeling. But all I'm going to say is in this part 3, I would tell you why this separation is important. I'm not obviously here to convince anyone. That's not my job, and that's not what I'm here to do, and I'm not even getting paid to do this. So I'll be very honest. You guys must have figured out in all my channelings that I'm very honest. And there's nothing I will achieve by not being honest, right? Honesty should be something that we should all follow. We should all follow, like all star seeds, all advanced souls, all empaths. They flourish the most when they're honest, and they are here to share their truth with the whole planet, with the whole world. We are here to share our truth. That's also very important. That's a key part of this journey. To tell people that we exist, no matter what happened to us, we exist. Now, why is this separation required? Separation, first of all, should not be seen like such a negative thing. In my opinion, separation is a gift actually. It's such a nice time where you can do so much research work, where you can do so much. In fact, once you are out of this, once you heal fully, you would actually thank the universe for putting you through this separation, because you'll be like, if I would not have gone through this separation, or if my divine masculine would not have made me feel like this, I would have never said hello, or I would have never hung out with the real me. To be the real me, first of all, you gotta forgive people for what they've done, because it's not like you're gonna do a favor on them. You don't forgive people for them. You forgive people for your own self, so that you can feel light, so that you can be in the present moment. When you don't forgive, when you don't let go, you are going to carry a huge sack of baggage with you, and that baggage ain't gonna do anything good to you. So my job is not to convince anyone, and honestly, I don't like to do that. I don't have to do that. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to be relaying the channeling. I'm just going to be relaying the messages. And it's up to you completely whether you keep it or you don't keep it, you use it or you don't use it. I just have to say one thing, that the homecoming of the divine masculine is in the hands of divine feminine. And she has to rationally, first of all, look at her own wounds too. Now, most divine feminines who come to me, most divine masculines who come to me for healing sessions, they always tell me that they are not ready. When they tell me they are not ready, I try to understand why they are not ready. And they give me X, Y, Z reasons. And it's very important for me to talk about this here, because the reasons that they give, it's what they are mirroring from the divine feminine. For example, they say to me, someone said to me, it's the age gap. So I said, so do you have a problem with the age gap? And he said, no, of course not. I'm in love with her. Why would I have a problem with her age? If I had a problem with the age gap, I would not have fallen in love with her in the first place. And I really don't care about it. So I said, then why do you think it's an issue? And then he said that I think it's an issue from her side. And he said that it's because I think that she keeps bringing it up. He said to me that she keeps bringing it up in most of our conversations. She keeps reminding me of it. She keeps telling me about it. And then she keeps saying that my family won't approve of you. It's going to be so difficult. So all of the problems that he talked about to me, or anyone else who has talked to me about, these are the problems they told me that these things were given to them, presented to them by the Divine Feminine itself. So they keep repeating it, or they keep saying it because they have triggers too. And when the Divine Feminine tells them that, look, these are the problems, these are the things that stop us, these are the things that are an issue, they pick it up because they love you. Obviously, they are scared too. So they have this fear that this woman who I love, she's gonna really hurt me bad. And not only she's gonna hurt me bad, but I love her, I'm gonna take that, but I might do something bad to myself too. There is a lot of fear role played. So they have fears because you have fears. You have fears and they have fears. It's like you are mirroring each other. Just the way you mirror the love, you also mirror the fears. Fear and love are opposite energies of each other. Fear is literally the opposite of love. When you love, you don't fear, and when you fear, you can't love. So these are the things that I am saying to all of you guys honestly and in a very straightforward way. And as I said that, I have been there and I have done that. So there was a time when I used to hold on to a lot of anger. And this anger is not only directed towards the DM, it's coming from many people, like those people who bullied me in school and college. And this bullying thing goes on, but now when someone bullies me online, or someone writes a nasty comment, or someone writes something mean, it doesn't affect me the way it used to at one time. At one time, if someone would bully me, tell me that I'm not good enough, that I'm this and that, I would literally feel so bad. I would be messed up for many days, probably weeks. Now it's like someone bullies me, it shows a lot about them than me, and all I do is, if I feel like answering back to them, I do that. If I don't, I don't. But in any case, I feel that it's nothing to do with me. There are many people who are online bullies. There are many people who are cyber criminals. There are many people who give rape threats to women just on a simple things, like they see some video, they don't like it, they get triggered, and they go ahead and give a rape threat. Now there are many laws against such type of people because the online world is becoming more and more important for the whole planet. So, and you can see in the lockdown how important online world has become. The digital media has become, and falling in love in an age where you have people who also have online sex, and there is online pornography, and most of the porn is actually it's actually procured online. So these are the tools, and then there is all the social networking. You understand my point, okay? The point is that in this channeling, I do see a divine masculine I actually see many of them this time, and that's why I feel that this channeling is very intense. I see divine masculines who have already done the homecoming. Why? Because the divine feminine, she let go, she worked on her blocks. You cannot say that you are perfect. If any one of you thinks you are perfect, and you don't have any problems, you don't have any issues, you have nothing wrong in you, you are perfect right now, then you know you are lying to yourself. Keep a hand on your heart, and you know that there are many issues that you also need to work out. There are many traumas you faced. You have many fears regarding love. He is just giving it back to you. He is just reflecting it to you in simple words. So I see a divine masculine that has done the homecoming, and he is with the divine feminine, a beautiful divine feminine who is in her full power, as you can see in the picture. And this is the same picture which is in the cover of my book, In the Name of Love. And this picture has been painted by one of very amazing painters in India here. He's also a graphic illustrator, And this, we channeled this painting. We had many meetings. We had many meetings over this cover page. And he just, every time he heard a story, he actually cried. He had tears in his eyes, and he told me that, look, I'm going to be designing the cover, but you are not going to give me any more instructions other than the stories you have told me. I said, all right. I had something in my mind, and I didn't want to tell him, but I had this whole extraterrestrial background, then the earth, the blue color, the divine masculine and the feminine. It was all in my head, but since he had asked me not to do it, not to tell him, I didn't say anything. And when the cover page came to me, I was stunned. I was stunned because it was exactly what I was really hoping to see. So these are the people I'm working with. They're all beautiful people, artistic people. They're all working for the environment. They're doing great things in life. And they have been doing it silently for many years. It's not like they're doing it for fame or publicity or money, etc., etc. So I do see this, and then I see a divine masculine who's really trying hard. He's very sad, he's very heartbroken, he's on the other side. He has all these allegations of cheating, of going away, of running away, because after he broke up from the divine feminine, he did go to other females. And he did not do that because he wanted to do that. It's because he thought that it's over and this is the only way to end the relationship. This is the only way to, go away from her permanently. But no matter who he went to, he kept thinking more and more about the divine feminine. And while he was running away, the divine feminine constantly chased him. She would keep sending him long messages, she would keep calling him, she would keep messaging him, and he had all these fights in his house for her. The mother was not approving, the sisters were not approving. There was a lot of mess that he's dealing with, and on top of that, she's blaming him for everything. So he had nothing else to do but to block her. And when he blocked her, he was very sad, and that's when he took these sessions from me, because he was full of guilt. He obviously still has a lot of work to do, because half of the times he does not even believe that, there could be something like the soul connection, something that would never go away. When I told him that your love for this girl will never go away, he was totally shocked. First he was very happy, and then he was like, no. This is too much for me. This is too much. It's very hard. It's very intense. How can I keep loving her like this for the rest of my life? I will die. I don't know, I'll go mental, I'll go crazy. And then I had to convince him, no, relax, it's alright, everything is gonna be okay. We will figure it out. And after a few EFT sessions, he was kind of relaxed, and he was like, okay, to move ahead. Then I do see, and this is not just one divine masculine, because every case actually represents many other 100 other cases like that. Then I see there is another couple which is totally stuck because of drug use. A lot of drug use, a lot of substance abuse in their relationship going on, and because of these substances they are going through a lot of downer, because you have to understand that anything that comes from the nature, anything that's herbal, anything which is a herb will never give you a downer or a bad feeling or negative energy. It will only uplift you. But the moment you get into powders and pills and tablets and injections and all of these horrible things, then you know that your soul will lose its power, will lose its connection with the divine beings, with the higher beings, and you're going to create a wall of negative energy around you. And when this negative energy is created around you, the negative entities can penetrate. They can penetrate and they can command you to do things. They can take control over your subconscious mind. They can take control of your body, and they will make you do things. They will ask for sex, they will ask for more alcohol, more drugs, they will ask for, they will abuse people around. It will be like a total mess. So this type of divine feminine and divine masculine, they are in complete pain too, but they don't understand it, why they are in pain. So every one of you out there, you have to pray for one another. You have to be like, I pray for everyone out there. I want to wish for everyone out there, not just you. We have to be so selfless in this journey. I'm doing all of this, and honestly I have no idea what is making me, leave all my work and do all these channeling sessions. And it's not easy actually to do these channeling sessions. I have to be like completely focused and completely into it. And even if I have a headache, even if I have body ache, even if, out of the blue I get a headache because I'm channeling, so these energies come up. And during the channeling, I don't feel anything. When I'm in the peak of the channeling, I don't feel a single thing, a single pain. And then it comes back, and then obviously I have to do more healing for my own self too. So you have to understand that this is an ongoing process for some people, sometimes in some cases. And even after the union happens, the one big understanding that the divine masculine and the feminine will get is that they will know that all of this that happens, the fights, the triggers, this is real. And this is not coming from one another, but it's coming from the blocks and all the unhealthy substance that's attached to them. So they become more open to healing work, they become more open to couple therapy, they become more open to taking responsibility for their own happiness. It's very, very important to take responsibility for your own happiness. So why is the separation happening? The separation is happening simply because the universe wants you to be independent. Okay, the dependency that the divine feminine has towards the masculine, that has to go. She has to heal the patriarchy wounds. She has to heal the matriarchy wounds. She has to do all of this inner work. Why do we do inner work? We do inner work so that our energies get balanced. And what are these energies that need balancing? These are the feminine and the masculine energies that exist in all of us. So we all have divine feminine and masculine energy, and a perfect example for this is the Ardhanarishwar image of Shiva and Shakti. So when Shiva and Shakti come together as Ardhanarishwar, which is half man, half woman, then they are in a perfect divine balance of masculine and feminine, which means that the masculine and the feminine are incomplete without each other. They complete each other. So it's not about being dependent or independent later on, it's about being interdependent. So when there is this whole world, this rage in the world, this planet where people are fighting for feminism and for equal rights, I want to say this, that feminism is not about fighting for equal rights, creating more war, more anger, more frustration, more of all of these negative things. Rather, thinking in your head that both man and woman are equal in the eyes of God, and both of them have their own special gifts. What a man can do, a woman can't do. What a woman can do, man can't do. So we must respect both of them instead of competing with each other, instead of having this strong envy from each other towards each other. So in this channeling, I see a couple of these cases of divine masculine who want to do the homecoming. This is all about them really wishing to do it, but some of them do not know how to do it. They have no idea how to do it. They truly want to make things better, but they are clueless about it. So I would urge all the divine feminines who are listening to this, that drop everything. When you forgive, it should not be about forgiving the wrongdoings. It should be about forgiving the situation. Forgiveness is the thing. It's the key to everything. And when you surrender, when you reach to the final stage of the twin flame journey, the first stage of the final stage is the surrender stage. You will automatically surrender when you start forgiving, because you will then know that everything that happens, and these small grudges, like some people have really strange grudges, like some people came to me and they said that he called me names. There was one girl, she come up to me and she asked for a healing session, and she said he called me names. So I'm so pissed off with him. And I was like, okay, so if he called you names, why can't you let that go? Haven't you called anyone else names? Are you totally perfect? You have never said anything mean to him? She said, yeah, I have said it many times, but he hit me right where it hurts the most. I had shared some secrets with him and he used the same secrets in the fight. And I said that you guys were fighting. You must have said something mean too. Because it's a fight. Fight happens from both sides. It's a responsibility of two people. So anyway, I want to cut all this out, and I don't want to make it this channeling turn into a soap opera show. All I want to say is that it's up to you. It's your life. It's up to you. I'm going to focus right now on the love that some people have shared to me. There are some very beautiful divine feminines out there, and you can also read their comments. You all can read your comments, and you can form a community, and you can help each other. You can share your pain and your love with each other. Some of the divine feminines have such beautiful energy. They're so open for work. They're so open for healing. They're so open for compassion, but they are also very much aware about setting boundaries. When they read these letters, I have channeled 2 letters of the divine masculine so far, and I would be channeling more letters because they have been writing letters on various areas. So the first one that I channeled, divine masculine is taking responsibility for their separation in the first letter, and in the second letter he is saying that I embrace our differences. So these 2 are very important topics, and then there are further more letters that I have already channeled, but I will share them one by one, so you guys can benefit from them. So all I want to say is that I'm approaching the end of this channeling session, and whether you are a false twin, whether you are a twin, whether you are in a soulmate relationship, false twins also have it very hard. I know this again from personal experience, that those people who are in false twin relationships, they go on like that for many years, and there's so much toxicity, so much anger, so much frustration, so much pain they go through. My heart really goes out for all of them who have witnessed this false twin relationship. It can really drive a simple normal person nuts. But you are in this journey for a reason, because the universe knows that you can do it. You can do it. They have that belief in you. The masters have the belief on you. The benevolent beings have a belief on you. That's why they know that you can do it. Also, for this channeling, there is a number that has appeared for me. The number is 333. And 333 is a very, very important number. And so 333 has 4 definitive meanings. Number 1 is that when you see 333, and I'm channeling this, so I've been seeing 333, and I saw 333 a couple of times when I was doing this channeling. And so this message is for everyone. Number 1 is that your ascended masters are guiding you to move forward. The masters often show up after you pray or after you do meditation, and this is to tell you that they've heard your call for help. And I know that, as I said in the previous video also, that previous audio also, that prayers always help. Whenever you pray to advanced beings, advanced souls, benevolent angels, masters and guides, they always help. I have always seen it every time without fail. There is some big change that follows. So they want you to stay determined, and they want you to have courage, and they want you to have inner strength, and they want you to know that you should allow the divine to expand more within you, and push out of your ego the false self. For divine masculines and feminines both, some of you are working to increase the self-respect quotient, and some of you are decreasing the ego. So stay connected with your true self, not with the false self. And when there is no room for the ego or the false self, then your real self will actually emerge out, it will bloom, it will flourish, and it will do all the work that you're here to do. The second meaning is that you should use your natural skills, and you should express with creativity. You should express your creativity. You could be a painter, you could be a singer, dancer, writer, musician, or you could be a great cook. Now, I'm not talking about the things that you see on television only. There are many other skills that you can have. Some of you could be really good in knitting. Some of you could be great in gardening. Some of you could be great in cooking. There are so many things, that one person is good at. Some of you could be very good with animals, taking care of animals, being kind to animals, feeding the animals. So there are various things you can do. and most of them should come from your heart and come from your soul, and not those who are simply materialistic pursuits. So the Supreme Being wants you to seek inspiration from the universe itself, and you will see, when you are your real self, when you are more aligned with yourself, you will start realizing that Earth itself, Mother Earth itself is a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece creation. Even if when you look at human anatomy, you will see that there is no room for error. So when I say that we are not perfect beings, but God created us as perfect beings, and yet we should have that humble nature to see that we could be imperfect, we could have certain areas, because how God made us, we are not like that exactly. God made us completely divine. Are we divine completely? No. God made us completely independent. Are we independent? No. So, as how the universe created us, in our natural best, we bloom the most, we flourish the most. So we got to connect with that. And 333 in this reading specifically is telling me that. Then you should also have the courage to be true. Now, a lot of divine feminines, when they are with the masculine, they try to hide their spiritual side. They try to hide their empath side, empathetic nature. They try to be like, try to fit in with the other world. Now, your real self is what he was drawn to. And in the course of relationship, just to be more acceptable in his eyes, you try to do what he likes you to do or he wants you to do, rather than doing what you want to do. So 333 is also a strong signal or a strong sign that you should be true to yourself, and you should also have the courage to do it. You should not be scared. Maybe, you know, in my case, it happened when I was talking about these intuitive gifts I had, or doing those things, being artistic. Then I did face that, that sarcasm, and that someone was making fun of me. And, but I was like, okay, I think we need a break, from this, because this is who I am. I love to dance. I love to paint. I love to sing. I love to work with the nature. Money is really not my priority, but we need money to survive. And that does not mean that I will do anything just to make money. I would rather do something that I love, and I would like to dedicate my life to this. And you have to build that courage, and you have to build that self-respect, because when you're trying to be true, there could be other factors also that would stop you, like the society you live in. Like your own friends would say, hey, are you crazy? What are you doing? Like, why don't you just take up a 9-to-5 job and do what you're good at? Or why don't you do this? Or your family would question you, like, are you stupid? You can make so much money doing this or doing that. But you got to have the courage, and you got to be able to stand strong and say that, look, this is my real self. This is who I am. I love myself the way I am, like this, and I'm going to live my truth. So when you express your truth, your soul will start supporting you. The benevolent beings can then nurture you better. And if you express a truth and then it triggers a great anger, frustration, or a fight. So for example, you're being truthful and your DM starts fighting with you, and there is like a whole volcanic eruption that happens, and then it's like you get scared, and you think that if I'm going to fight with him, or if I'm going to say what I mean, then it will create a bad situation, and it might lead to our separation, and then you get scared, and then you subside it. So I'm not saying that take out your sword and start fighting with him. I'm saying that be real, and whatever happens after that, it should not be the thing to scare you. You should not get scared of being alone. You should not be like the other people who are so scared of being alone that they get into just about any relationship, any average, mediocre, fake relationship, any fake job, anything that's not even their true identity. So you should not be like those people. And no judgment on anyone. If you meet someone like that, then just show your compassion. Just know that they are not able to be their real self, and they don't have the courage. But I hope that they will build that courage soon in life. And whenever someone gets empowered, they tell this to the world that I got empowered because I was scared. I stopped being scared for being alone. I was not scared to be alone anymore. And that's when I broke out from my shell. So that's how important it is. And the fourth and the most important thing that 333 is trying to tell everyone is that it's very, very important. It's really important. And I know this This is the most important thing, that you should transform your life into play. It means that you don't have to really bang your head against the wall and make everything into a serious affair, and there's all this tension and stress, like becoming like that doesn't serve any purpose. You should just enjoy your life, live moment by moment. We are all observers here. We are all here to observe, not react. So enjoy whatever is there, savor every moment. Enjoy the water, the food, the life, the plants, the animals, the nature, the love that you get. Everything. Even if you get hatred, it's alright. It's just a part of journey. So just enjoy what you do, love what you do, be playful. Being playful can actually create a lot of sense of humor, a lot of happiness, and when you're in playful, happy mood, then you automatically don't take offense for anything and everything. You go like, yeah, whatever, he called me what? A brinjal? It's okay. Fine. He's a brinjal too. Or you just laugh at it. I mean, I've seen that most people who know how to laugh it off, they are the more happier and content people, because they don't take everything personally. And I can say this again from my example, that I have a cousin in my house. Even if I've scolded her, she never takes anything to her heart. And if I go back to her and say, hey, I think I was rude, I was a bit harsh, I'm sorry, I hope you don't take it like that. And she's like, no, come on, you're my sister. You can say anything to me. You can even hit me with a broom. I don't care. And she's one of the happiest cousins that I know. She has a great life. She has manifested many amazing things. So, we should take it easy, and we should enjoy, we should be playful and make it all fun. There's this statement there's this phrase, actually not a statement. It says, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So we have to remove this dullness from our life. We have to become effortless, chirpy, happy, full of gratitude, no complaints. Alright, everything is coming for me, for my good. If something triggers me, I'm going to work out on it. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to get into therapy, and it will be all fine. Talk it out. Do this and this. All these exercises, they sound very simple, but they always help. And you can connect with me for any sessions. You can share, you can pour, and you can get so many solutions once you are light. You have dropped that baggage. Then you can see the world from a completely different perspective than what you're seeing before, being heavy and grumpy. So on that note, I'm going to end this channeling, and I'm going to go back and do some things that I'm supposed to do now. I will see you in another one. Keep smiling, be happy, one love, and let's all spread peace and unconditional love. Bye.